Hey there, time travelers! Welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join us on this journey through time and space. Today, we're diving deep into the paradoxes and realities of time travel in two iconic film series, Back to the Future and The Terminator. Buckle up, because this is going to be a wild ride. Have you ever wondered how Marty McFly's time-traveling DeLorean and the Terminator's time displacement equipment stack up against each other? Or how the paradoxes they create could possibly coexist in the same universe? Well, you're about to find out. First, let's take a trip back to 1985 with Back to the Future. The DeLorean, powered by the flux capacitor and requiring a speed of 88 miles per hour, allows Marty and Doc to travel to different points in time. The key concept here is the alteration of events. When Marty interferes with his parents' meeting, he almost erases his own existence. This introduces us to the idea of a mutable timeline, where actions in the past can drastically change the present. Let's start by going to the future, or rather, Back to the Future. This iconic trilogy gave us a fun and fascinating look at time travel, with plenty of humor and heart. But it also presented some intriguing concepts about how time travel might work. In Back to the Future, the flux capacitor, invented by the eccentric Doc Brown, is what makes time travel possible. But it's not just about having the right equipment. As Doc explains, you need two more things, a fast car and a whole lot of power. The DeLorean must reach a speed of 88 miles per hour, and the flux capacitor requires 1.21 gigawatts of electricity to operate. That's about the same amount of energy produced by a nuclear power plant. But what happens when you change the past? In the first movie, Marty McFly accidentally prevents his parents from meeting, putting his own existence in jeopardy. This introduces us to the concept of a mutable timeline, where actions in the past can change the present. It's a concept that's both exciting and terrifying. Imagine being able to change your past mistakes, but at the risk of altering everything you know. But Back to the Future doesn't stop there. It also explores the ripple effect of time travel. When Marty changes the past, it's not just his existence that's at stake. The entire timeline changes. His parents' lives are different, his siblings are different, even his hometown of Hill Valley is different. This shows us that even the smallest actions can have far-reaching consequences when you're dealing with time travel. Now, let's jump forward to 2029 with The Terminator. The time displacement equipment used by Skynet sends Terminators back in time to eliminate targets. Unlike Back to the Future, The Terminator presents a predestination paradox, suggesting that events are destined to happen, regardless of any interference. Remember when Kyle Reese was sent back by John Connor, only to become John's father? Mind-blowing, right? Let's switch gears and talk about The Terminator. In this darker, more dystopian view of time travel, there's no flux capacitor or DeLorean. Instead, we have the time displacement equipment, used by the AI Skynet to send Terminators back in time to eliminate its enemies. The Terminator introduces us to a different concept of time travel, the predestination paradox. This is the idea that all events are predetermined and that attempts to change the past have already been factored into the timeline. It's a mind-bending concept that's perfectly illustrated by the relationship between Kyle Reese and John Connor. John sends Kyle back in time to protect his mother, Sarah, but in doing so, Kyle becomes John's father. It's a time loop with no clear beginning or end. But the Terminator series takes this concept even further with the idea of a self-fulfilling prophecy. Skynet sends a Terminator back in time to kill Sarah Connor and prevent the birth of John Connor, the future leader of the human resistance. But in doing so, it sets in motion the events that lead to its own creation. It's a chilling reminder that trying to change the future can sometimes bring it about. So, how do these two different concepts of time travel compare? On one hand, we have the mutable timeline of Back to the Future, where changing the past can alter the present. On the other hand, we have the predestination paradox of The Terminator, where all events are fixed and unchangeable. But what if both concepts could exist simultaneously? Imagine a universe where you can change some events, but others are destined to happen no matter what you do. It's a concept that's both thrilling and terrifying, offering endless possibilities and potential paradoxes. Now, let's take this one step further. What if the worlds of Back to the Future and The Terminator were connected? What if the flux capacitor and the time displacement equipment were two sides of the same coin, each tapping into a different aspect of time travel? Imagine a scenario where Marty McFly and Doc Brown find themselves in the dystopian future of The Terminator. They could use the DeLorean to change the past and prevent the rise of Skynet. But in doing so, they might create a new timeline with unforeseen consequences. Would they be able to navigate this new world, where the rules of time travel are different? And how would they deal with the Terminators, machines designed to kill without mercy? On the flip side, what if a Terminator was sent back to 1985 to stop Doc Brown from inventing the flux capacitor? Marty would have to protect Doc and ensure the creation of time travel, all while dealing with a relentless killing machine. And what if the Terminator succeeded? Would the future be a utopia free from the threat of Skynet, or would it be a dystopia where time travel never existed? But let's not stop there. What if Marty and Doc got their hands on a time displacement equipment? Could they use it to create a better future, or would they be trapped in a never-ending time loop? And what if a Terminator got its hands on the DeLorean? Could it change the past in ways that even Skynet couldn't predict? These are just a few of the fascinating scenarios that could arise from combining the concepts of time travel in Back to the Future and The Terminator. While these two franchises have their own unique takes on time travel, they both explore the thrilling possibilities and daunting paradoxes that come with the ability to journey through time. These are just a few of the fascinating scenarios that could arise from combining the concepts of time travel in Back to the Future and The Terminator. While these two franchises have their own unique takes on time travel, they both explore the thrilling possibilities and daunting paradoxes that come with the ability to journey through time. But let's take a moment to appreciate the broader implications of these stories. They're not just about time travel. They're about the human condition, about our relationship with time and our place in the universe. They ask us to consider what it means to have the power to change the past and shape the future. They challenge us to think about the consequences of our actions and the nature of fate and free will. In Back to the Future, Marty McFly learns that even the smallest actions can have far-reaching consequences. His adventures in time teach him about responsibility, about the importance of making the right choices, and about the enduring power of love and friendship. In The Terminator, Sarah Connor is thrust into a battle for the future, a battle that forces her to confront her fears and embrace her destiny. Her story is a testament to the strength of the human spirit, to our capacity for courage and resilience in the face of overwhelming odds. And in both series, we see the power of hope. Despite the dangers and paradoxes of time travel, despite the threats to their existence, our heroes never give up. They keep fighting for a better future, driven by the belief that they can make a difference. It's a message that resonates with all of us, a reminder that we all have the power to shape our own destiny. So, as we delve into the realities and paradoxes of time travel in Back to the Future and The Terminator, let's remember the deeper lessons these stories offer. Let's remember that our actions matter, that our choices shape the future, and that no matter how dark things get, there's always hope. Because in the end, that's what these stories are really about. Not just time travel, but the timeless power of hope, courage, and the human spirit. So, what do you think? Could the DeLorean outrun a Terminator? How would you navigate a universe filled with both mutable timelines and predestination paradoxes? Let us know in the comments below. That's all for today's epic journey through time, folks. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your fellow time travel enthusiasts. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you won't miss our next adventure. Remember, the future isn't written yet, so make it a good one. Until next time, keep exploring the space-time continuum.